If I I'm gonna go on. Let me just go ahead and set my little piece because it's bothering me. It's not sitting right with my spirit. Is that part okay? I pray it's okay. Cause ain't nobody got time. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. I don't need perfect. I need decent. It looks pretty decent. Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. Thank you. All right, what's up, everybody? What's up? So, as y'all can see, I'm in the process of locking my hair up. Okay, I'm starting my lock journey. And I wasn't even supposed to be on YouTube, but this is supposed to be a whole, like, secret and a whole, like, big reveal thing. But I got to talk about this dang on rodeo real fast because it's too much going on. So, as I'm sitting here and I'm working on my hair, I see videos on TikTok from the videos at this point, like, I'm gonna be honest, it's coming from the men. And I like that. I like that it's coming from the men because sometimes women will listen to men quicker than they'll listen to a woman because they swear a woman is hating on them. And sometimes it's not a person hating on you, it's just people trying to tell you the truth. You don't want to hear it. Okay, so this situation is so loaded that I had to come and get on live because it's a discussion. So, what's happening right now, if you don't know, in Houston, they have a rodeo every year, right? I've never been to the rodeo. I am a Texan. I've never been to the rodeo. I wanted to go at one point because I was like, oh, it looked like it's fun, right? But one thing that I noticed about the rodeo, when I'm not a livestock kind of girl, I don't know nothing about bulls, farming, stuff like that, type of stuff that be at the rodeo. But it's like, oh, it's food, it's fun, it's blah, 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 blah. But what I noticed is that over the years, like, the rodeo started seeming a lot like just a big old kind of like how they do the trail rides. And I used to want to go on the little trail rides, but the more I've been getting in my relationship with the Most High, everything is spiritual for me. Argue with your mama, everything is spiritual. So my relationship with the Most High, I was realizing like I can't go to no dang on trail ride when I'm single. Two, I'm gonna feel like I need to dress how people dress when they go to these things, which is very provocative and seductive. Okay, so I noticed that, and I just kind of killed that desire to go. Like, I'm cool without it, right? So TikTok is blowing up right now because apparently these women been going to the rodeo and they ain't got no clothes on. And the men are like, we not complaining, but because, a lot of these men are married. They get in trouble with their wives because they can't help but see. I mean, it's like human nature. You see somebody with their booty out, you're going to look at it. That's just what that is, because it's like, this person booty out. So you're going to look. These men are feeling uncomfortable because they like, whoa, it's ass galore out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere I'm turning, this booty out here. Like, somebody said... the rodeo has turned into the bootio. And then I seen somebody else say, nah, it's the hodeo. And I said, damn. It's not funny. Okay. But I'm listening and I'm like, man, they got a point. And then somebody had dropped a pic. I took a screenshot, y'all. I couldn't help myself. It was a woman standing at the bathroom, right? She had a white boots on. She had on these booty shorts. But the booty shorts, okay, because everybody always feel like I'm judgmental. Let me say this. I used to dress provocative. I was one of them girls that was always a big girl, and I felt like just because I'm fat don't mean I can't walk around like these skinny heifers be walking around. They be walking around with their little shorts on. I'm going to wear mine too. But I always had enough about me. The shorts never was up past the cuff of that bottom part of your booty that you can cuff. It was always under the cuff, okay? This woman had on these shorts that was like panties. And I'm doing like this because that's how they was up the crack of her ass. Like this, like panties. Like, you know, you get some lace panties and they go up your booty a little bit, but they still cover like the top part of your booty cheek. Panties, bro. It's a baby right in front of her, kind of trying to go the other direction. I'm like, dang, it's kids out here. People got their booty out. Listen, now, because I'm seeing these men, a lot of these men, they going in. And I'm like, now, wait a minute. Because here's where I'm different. You have to call things out from a full place. You can't just call out what's going on right now without paying attention to how did we get here? How did women get so comfortable to walk around outside naked in the first place? How did we get here? What type of images have we been seeing since we were children? Women outside, we look at these videos of these celebrities and these music videos and these performances, and they ain't got no clothes on. Each year it gets worse and worse and worse with not having no clothes on. Then these women, this is the thing about programming. So programming don't just come from TV. Programming comes from anything that you tune into. When a woman is steady seeing an image of what's sexy, what's desirable, and it's a woman that's half naked, this woman who probably have been dressing more modestly, we'll just say, she ain't get no attention. Ain't nobody standing for her. Because they want the hoe. This is the thing. Men want the hoes. But then they get older and they say, oh, I want to settle down, I want to get married. But they got this tainted perception of women in their mind because they dealing with hoes, and hoes perform differently from women, period. You want a hoe. You like looking at a hoe. You like what a hoe has to offer you. You treat a woman in a way that makes her feel insecure about being an actual woman. And then this woman feels the need to then go and perform like a hoe. Because that's what y'all like. And women be on the man. So they end up conforming to the programming of this is what's sexy, this is what's desirable, it's okay for you to flaunt your body, it's self-love. Is it self-love to walk around with your ass out for the whole world to see? Like, is that self-love? Is that freedom of expression for you to walk around with your titties out, with your booty out, it's kids around, and you don't give a fuck? I'm sorry, Father, and you don't care. The thing is, like, I've seen this even with like taking my kid to places where there's like swimming and stuff like that. And you got women in thong swimsuits at family places with a little cover up on, with a mesh see-through cover up on at a family environment. So it's like, I don't know why everybody is like so surprised about how women are dressing. And then, you know, no shade towards this person that I'm about to bring up. I used to like her music, okay? I really used to like her music. But I noticed early on, even when I was in the world and I was listening to her music, I was like, I don't really want to listen to her like that because the message, the energy, and I'm from Texas. So I know a mean Texas girl when I see one. Megan Thee Stallion is a mean Texas girl, okay? And this heifer is fine. She fine. Like, Megan is fine. Body is beautiful. It's tea, as y'all would say, right? But I noticed just like the way that she speak, the way that she talk about men, relationships, the way that she dress, the way that she carry herself, the stuff that she say. If you got every girl out here that's listening to the radio and listening to this music wanting to run around and look like and dress like and act like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all these different women they have turned being promiscuous and provocative and talking about sucking. And all the different stuff that I be talking about, it's become like it's just normal. Everybody is doing it, so why can't we talk about it? But the more that you talk about it, the more that you encourage this behavior. Does that make sense? Yes, one pretty dark bright, and then everyone becomes a baby mama and a baby daddy. Big facts. Because all we out here doing is hunching because the lust is so thick in the air. And the men, don't get me wrong, I appreciate what the men are doing. by taking the time out to say, hey, now, now, look, they saying the best that we can, like, the best that they can, like, we're men, you know what I'm saying? We like what we're seeing, because we're men, but at the same time, like, y'all we gotta tighten up, we gotta do better. And the women are also trying to put out there, like, handle yourself better. It ain't nothing wrong with you going to the rodeo and wearing like some cute jeans or cute little shirt and with your little hat, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with being cute and classy. Let's bring back modesty, because the lust is so thick in the air, and what happens is that, I'm be real, child, woman ain't gonna tell you unless she's secure with herself. But women use their bodies because they feel like a man don't want nothing else from them. Listen to me when I tell you, because I've been there, and I've also been the type of woman to put everything out on the table in efforts to try to showcase to a man what I have to offer. Like we auditioning or something to be with a man. It's so crazy. Women, like I said, they could be on the more wholesome side, right? But women like that don't get attention. And it's because, one, a man may like you, but if you're the type of woman that has integrity and has standards, has morals about yourself, that man is not going to want to deal with you too closely, because you're going to require him to step up in ways that he may not want to step up right now. You're putting too much pressure on him. You take things too serious. You want more than what he wants to do at this moment. And what usually happens is the woman will come down and give the man what he wants, which is access to her body. And not just her body, but her spirit. Because anytime you're having sex with somebody, it's spiritual. That's why we have so many soul ties out here. You allow this man to penetrate your physical and your spiritual being. But then everything that you felt like you needed, you can't get from this man. And you steady trying to make this man give it to you. And then y'all play this back and forth game of he give a little bit, so you give a little more. And then you give a little more, expecting him to give and then he on and he pull back. So then you pull. And then it's this cat and mouse back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Usually until that woman gets tired. Or until that man finds him a easier target. So what has happened is that because women want a man, and if not even just a man, sometimes it's just a simple matter of I want a man's attention. Because women want men's attention, that's why, they dressing the way that they dressing. Because you might go outside fully clothed, but you look nice, but fully clothed, and a man might not look at you twice. But I guarantee you, if you go outside with something that's revealing on, some man is going to stop you before you could get across the street. And he's going to say something to you. And it's that attention. It's that attention that the women is feeding off of at this point. And then you think about all of these different things. Now, I ain't never been to the rodeo. But from what I'm seeing, they're saying that the rodeo is like a family event. So it's like, why would you go to the family event looking like you trying to get, rode into the sunset? But that's what they are out there for. I seen on Facebook, it was so crazy. I seen on Facebook somebody said something. Now, a lot of people be doing stuff for kicks and giggles and stuff like that. It's just fun. It's just jokes, right? But is it? Because I think most of the people that are out there are fornicating. I seen somebody say that it was 4 people in the car, 2 men, 2 women. It was a fishbowl, meaning that there was no tent on the car. You could see straight through it. And they was having sex in the middle of the parking lot, both of them. 2 in the back having sex in the front of the car, and 2 of them in the front of the car having sex. No tent in the car, no respect for the people that's around. She said they were so into it that they didn't even realize that people was recording them. They did not care because they were consumed in lust. That's what you going. Most people at this point, especially with what's coming back about what's out there, that's what they going out there for. And you can say all day long that you just dress like that, but that don't mean that baby, What you present as is what you got going on. What's on the inside of you is what comes out on the outside of you. You is not out there with your ass out because you don't want nobody to notice, please. Please. You not taking thirst trap pictures because you not trying to trap somebody that's thirsty. Please. 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 Like it's like the excuses that we be trying to make for the stuff that we be doing. Like the intent ain't what the intent is, bro. The intent is the intent. But then these men, how can y'all just come down too hard on something that y'all help create? Am I tripping? Do that make sense to y'all? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Yeah. And see, you a baby. You almost 18. You a baby. And I don't say that to discredit your experience. I'm saying, look at what you're saying. You a baby. And you've already experienced enough to know what's going on out here. You a baby. The wisdom that you got, though, to know that it's sad, to know that it's not a good look, baby, that's a blessing. It's a blessing. And I'll be praying for you just to survive this world because it's not easy. And it's not easy to be a woman out here. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. And men, this brings me back to them. They talking about, because I seen some that are single and they were like, it's so hard out here for a man because all we seeing is hoes. And these women don't have no class. And they can't cook. And they don't clean. And they don't. But you're sticking your meat in them. What? Like, I don't understand that. So it's like, if a woman has given up on marriage, right? She feel like she don't know if she gonna be able to get married because the way it's looking out here, it'd be hard for a woman to have a boyfriend, let alone a husband. So sometimes women give up on it. They may not say it with their mouth, but they show it with their actions because they are no longer trying to present themselves as wives. They just out here looking for a good time, just as much as a man is. But a man is looking for a good time for a different reason for a woman. Let me speak for myself. And I've had plenty of other women that I've had these kind of conversations with, and we come into agreement with the source of it. But I'm going to speak for myself because it's easiest to do. As a girl, right? I didn't grow up being told that I was beautiful all the time. You know, I didn't grow up hearing respect yourself and, you know, make sure somebody likes you for you. And, you know, my mama was telling me, like, you gotta watch these boys because, you know, all they want is one thing. She did go as far as to say that. But it wasn't like a lesson instilled into me on how to value myself or, you know, how to handle myself or nothing like that. And then I had a few encounters with boys, but there was already a seed of perversion planted in me that had me going back and forth with girls at an early age. Even though at that time I didn't think or consider myself as gay. But anyways, moving forward into that, the older I got, I tried having a boyfriend or two. Of course, sex is what they wanted. Back then, I was young. I was not, like, having sex. So I felt uncomfortable, to say the least. Like, being around boys, being in private settings with boys, which I had no business doing at 13, 14, you know, years old, no way. But it made me feel uncomfortable. And that fed the being with women because women felt safer, right? So I never worked on my self-esteem or my confidence or valuing myself or anything like this. So I went throughout high school depending upon, one, my looks, because even though I was a bigger girl, I was not to the point where you can't see shape in my body. So boys were starting to be attracted to me, you know, for my shape, but I was uncomfortable. But I was growing confidence in my physical looks because it was getting me attention. Even though I wasn't going back and forth with boys, but the attention was doing something for me. And then once I had anger issues, so I was dancing, but I kept getting kicked off teams because I was fighting. I was going to alternative school. I was doing all type of stuff. I was a trouble child. Anyways, I get to my senior year of high school. I finally make the dance line, and I stayed on the dance line the entire year. I started middle of 11th grade year. I went through the summer with the training and all of that. By the time school rolled around, it's showtime. And one thing I love to do was perform. And I bring this up because it ties into the attention aspect. One thing I love to do was perform. Once I knew that I was good, like once it began to show that I was good, and I'm the biggest wench out here, and all eyes is already on me, 'cause I'm the biggest wench out here, I bet you I'm sure I used to love to be the point because I used to love to slow it down. Now I was like 16. I graduated high school at 17. So the way that I learned to move my body, even though it was majorette dancing, it was high school, the way that I learned to move my body, and the way that I learned that when I move my body like this, it grasps people's attention. And I was walking in there like Ronnie from Players Club, all eyes on me. Like, that's how I felt, you know? Like, it was, boy, it was a hell of a drug. I ain't gonna lie. That was the birth for me of realizing, like, okay, things that are physical about me, even though I had insecurities about my size, it was my physical appearance that was giving me the attention that I felt like I hadn't had, that I wanted, blah, blah, blah. So I leaned on that. Fast forward to 2015. If I graduated in 2011 at 17, I turned 18 that year. 4 years later, I was 19, 20, 21, 22. And then around 22, okay, I was young. I had just got my cosmetology license. Still not dealing with men, but still using my body as my confidence, right? So I then had started working. I had got my cosmetology license, and I was making money in a way that was good for me at that time because I had no real bills. So with me not having no real bills, I was able to kind of do with my money what I wanted to do with my money. And my friend, who became my best friend, she knew that I was one of those girls that felt stylishly challenged, I'll say. Meaning I had no real sense of style. I knew when I looked at things that I felt like, ooh, that's cute. But how to put stuff together, I had no idea how to put stuff together. I didn't know how to do my hair past like a quick weave or like some braids, you know. I had just started learning like how to do sew-ins, but the leave out was terrible. It was horrible. It was crazy. So I didn't know. I'm insecure about that. Because at that point in time, like in 2015, the sew-ins, the lashes, the bundles, like, oh, it was on and popping back then, right? So my friend, she taught me how to style my hair, how to curl my hair. She taught me how to put outfits and stuff together. And, you know, so I'm starting to feel myself. Oh, shit. I'm starting to feel myself. Baby, I had nails all the time. I had long bundles because, you know, with me being a hairstylist, I felt like being in the industry, I had to put forth a look that commanded attention. Okay? So I'm feeling myself. Boom, 2015, I have a car accident. To this day, I cannot tell you what happened. Because I don't remember. All I can tell you is what was told to me about what happened. And, you know, the parts that I remember from the time that I woke up. I do remember a moment in the ambulance, you know what I'm saying? Where I kind of had like an outer body experience. It was like I was up looking down at myself and what was going on, but it was pretty unclear. I still don't remember to this day. 2015, that was over 10 years ago. I still don't remember. But nonetheless, so I come out of the car accident. Y'all just stay with me. I'm gonna get to the point. I come from the car accident and I'm mad. I'm mad at God. Dang, because I didn't think I was gonna get emotional. I'm mad at God. Because I came out of the car accident with like a neck brace, right? I couldn't bend down to tie my shoe. And I still have scars to this day, you know. There's a spot on my left thigh where the skin kind of like dents in because from where the car had pinned me, it left a permanent like imprint. So there's like a little line in my thigh that leaves like an imprint. Needless to say, the accident was fresh. I'm bumped up. I'm bruised up. It's glass in my arm. I'm in a neck brace. I can't bend down to tie my shoe. I'm having a hard time washing my own ass. Like, it was hard to process. Now I'm angry because I'm feeling like, now, Father, hold up. Hold on. I'm doing good. I got a car. I got a job. I'm having my way. I'm getting what I want. I look good. People are complimenting me everywhere I go. Everybody trying to talk to me. I'm feeling myself. And then you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Why would you put me in a position to where my beauty is gone? I felt so ugly. I felt so beat up. I felt so just, so my confidence tanked real bad. What he was showing me, because I truly believe that the Father always had purpose for my life, of course. I believe he created me with that purpose in mind. I just didn't know. He was like, girl, you too arrogant. Had to humble you, boo. Because look, anything that I give you, baby, I can take from you. You understand me? You're walking around here like you just, oh, so this, oh, so that. What else you got? What else you got? Because I know I put things inside of you, but that's not what you showcasing. All you're showcasing is what's on the outside of you. These people don't like you for real. These people don't want you for real. They're just trying to conquer you. They just want to be able to say that they had you. You putting it out, and they want to say that you put it out to them. And you don't even see it. Because you so about how you look. Girl, you think that's what matters? Oh, when he humbled me, it took about 2 years, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, it took about 2 years. And I was like, dang. And then I'm apologetic. I'm extremely apologetic. And from that point, I tried to see things differently. But I ain't gonna lie, as soon as I healed up, who was back outside was me. I'm still in the industry. And look, I don't have no beef with the industry. And I'm bringing all of these things up because y'all, truly, in my opinion, it's all connected. I don't got no beef with the cosmetology industry. But one thing that I did realize here recently, like 2 or 3 years ago, is that being in hair school never taught me anything. I'm not going to say never taught me anything. Being in hair school didn't teach me more about health than it taught me about beauty standards, making a person look good. Who gives a care if they actually good on the inside or not? Who cares if they are good people or not? Who cares if they live their life right or not? Just make them look good. I'm at an age in my life and a season in my life where I'm not with that. I don't care about how it looks because one, looks can be deceiving, and then looks tell you a lot about a person. If a person only care about how they look, I guarantee you they don't care nothing about their internal. They don't care about their internal. Not like that. All they care about is how they look. They only care about their internal as it serves their external. A person that care about the internal don't care how they look. That's why people who are really wealthy, as they say, they walk around looking like homeless people because they know what's within them already. They don't need to dress it up for attention. When you really know you precious, you don't need to dress it up and present it to everybody, for everybody. You don't want nobody fooling with you. Because if you really pressure, you only want pressure coming to you. You only want what you give out coming back to you. When you are thirsty for attention because you don't know that you pressure, or you think that you pressure, but only think that you pressure because of what you look like, or how good you can suck somebody's meat, or how good your coochie is, baby, you ain't got it. You ain't got it within you. And so because you don't got it within you, you're going to showcase on the outside what you feel like you working with. That's why so much ass running around the rodeo. That's all they working with. I got me a BBL, girl. I gotta go show it. I got my Daisy Dukes ready, girl. I gotta go. Let me go show it. It's so bad that the men was calling out the poses. Like, when I see a girl do that pose like that, cause what you tooting out, what you throwing out there? Come on, man. And then it be those women, I say that term loosely, it be those women that be like, I don't know what make them think they just go, you ain't finna just, cause you giving it out. Cause you giving it out. And it's obvious that you're giving it out by how you present yourself. I had to learn that lesson. Like, it took me a while, y'all. Because even after he revealed to me why he allowed the accident to happen and that it was to humble me, I still wasn't humble. I was humble a little bit, but I was not humble the way I needed to be. Still leaning heavily upon my looks. Still feeling like I needed a weave, like I needed to go outside with my boobs out. Because look, I ain't have no cake back there. I was never blessed with no cake back there. So I had the insecurity of, I ain't got no booty. But I got these big old chi-chis though, so I'm gonna put them up on display because a lot of people like innies. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, baby. You go look at my old pictures. I don't think there were too many times I was outside without my breast showing. And then the excuse that I would make when people would try to, that's how I understand when you're not mentally there to where you want to make a change, everything sounds like criticism. Everything sounds like somebody hating on you. But really, a person is really just trying to tell you to respect yourself. People used to try to tell me to cover it up, to don't just put all my stuff out there like that. And you know what I would say to them? What's a titty without the nipple? They can't see nothing. They act like you ain't never seen a titty before. It's just the top of a titty, like chill. It's not that deep. It was. I just didn't realize because I was still too heavy into the world and wanting to be pleasing and accepted in the world's eyesight. Wanting someone to look at me and feel like I was desirable just based off of how I looked. But if a person only wants you for how you look, how they first thing to come to you is the physical appeal, all they want from you is your body. Guaranteed on my mama. That's all they want. And a man, like, he'll tell you straight up. And the thing is like, you can have sex with a man for years. For years and years and years and years and years and years. And you feel like this man wants you because he keep coming back to get some more coochie, right? But he really don't want you. He wants your coochie. And he wants what you end up giving up, which is a part of your essence and your spirit. You weakened every time that you give it up, and it's not your husband. Men know this. Even if they don't understand it spiritually, they know that when they put that meat in you, they get a different outcome. Okay, you start acting right as far as they're concerned. So that's why they constantly try to put that meat on you like that. But you can't get from this man what you really, really want from this man. So now what you doing? Now you done dress yourself up. took yourself out so that you could command some other man's attention so that you can feel desired, because you don't even feel desired by the man that you laying yourself down with. So then you go present yourself to other men in a way that only brings a physical attraction. And now that man want to stick his thing in you too. And now you letting two niggas stick they... All right. All right. Yeah. Women ain't gonna tell you what she really be having going on, because at the end of the day, we be knowing we be wrong. We be knowing that we be wrong. We be knowing that it's not ladylike. But we have convinced ourselves that it's okay because we don't want to be hurt. So a woman walking around outside feeling like she's got all of these men groveling over her, which likely she do if she's showing enough skin, that makes her feel in control. And that makes her feel like she has power. That makes her feel like she has the power to command a room. But in all reality, like somebody just said, she don't, So it's just like, respect yourself. Because these same men that are saying these things that they're saying about the women, which their points are valid, don't get me wrong. But those are the same men that will, behind closed doors, sleep with these women. And you'll sleep with these women and you'll slut them out. And that's all these men be wanting, is to slut you out. And so then what that does is it programs and trains the woman to think that that's all she's good for, is to be slutted out. And so then she tries to become like, what's really sad at the end of the day is that most of these women are out here trying to be the nastiest of nasty, be the freakiest of freaky, be the sexiest of sexy, to command a man's attention and try to have possession of a man that's still gonna look at everything else that's moving anyway. A man that is looking for a wife will not be attracted to a woman that carries herself as a whore. And that's real. A man that is really looking for a wife, and this is what, and I'm just grateful for this. And I'm gonna share this part with y'all, and I'm gonna go, cause I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. I'm grateful for my relationship with the Most High. And I bring him up all the time. I bring the Messiah up all the time, not because I'm perfect, but because before getting in relationship, I was just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I was just another girl out here wanting attention. I was just another girl out here trying to use my accomplishments to mask my insecurities. I was insecure, but I was making money. I was insecure, but I was taking trips out the country. I was insecure. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I was concerned, I was successful. I felt like I was attractive. I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying, desired, because people, that's not a compliment. A man looking at you, or a woman, if you in that place, even for men, it's not attractive for a person to want to have sex with you but not want to have no responsibility towards you. I just saw a woman on TikTok, the other day. She said she's been celibate for like 10 plus years, and she said that the men make it easy for her because no one is really trying to put in real effort for real. She was like, why would I lay down with a man that can't help me up? He can't pick me up, but he can lay me down. And when I thought about that, I was like, man, because so many of us, when we're single, we are trying to secure a relationship. I mean, we yearn for that, for connection, for intimacy, for relationship. We yearn for that. It's part of what we were created for. So we're yearning for that, and we're looking for that, and we settle for things that we know aren't that, but it gives us something. So we present all our cookies. We showing the man how freaky we are. We showing the man that we can cook. We letting the man all up in our house. We telling the man he could come stay with us. We doing all types of stuff that really we shouldn't be doing. That's giving off. What we don't realize is that you're giving off despair. This man smells despair on you like a shark smells blood in water because of how you're so willing. Anybody, and it goes for men and women, because I had a man do me like that not too long ago. He was like, I'll give you this, I'll pay for that, I'll do, hold up, you don't even know me. You don't know me to try to present all of what's good about you to me. I could be a predator. I could be a woman out here that's just looking for a man as a walking paycheck, as a walking lick. And here you are telling me how you willing to go in your wallet and give me your money. For what? What have I done to earn that from you? To where you feel like you should just perform for me in this way, to give me all of what you got. And I ain't even told you if I'm interested in you or not. I ain't even told you if I think that there's even a possibility of us. We be doing that with people that be straight up telling us, I don't want to be in no relationship. I'm not looking to be with nobody right now. I'm just trying to have fun, do my thing. And let me say, having unprotected, fornicating sex is not fun. Might be fun for your flesh. But I promise you, when everything catch up, it ain't fun. Because it's not fun when you sitting and you boo-hoo crying in your feelings behind somebody that you was just having fun with. It's not fun when you raising a child. Because you laid down having fun with somebody. Oh, we was just having fun. No, y'all was fucking, y'all was fornicating, and it's consequences, and it's real. We have to stop pushing the narrative of lust because the lust is tearing the generation up. We are broken. We have trauma. We are depending on people to give us validation to increase our self-confidence, and we doing it all off of lust. People don't be having nothing else going for themselves. Oh, lust and money. If you got some money or if you think you look good, that's what you're going to put out there. And the thing is, you can't blame the people that are doing it because everybody in the crowd is following that. Everybody wants to be there. Everybody wants to have money and they want to be fine. They want to have money and they want to be fine because money is going to make people respect me. If I got enough money, it doesn't matter if I'm a good person. It just matters that I got some money. And if I look good, it does not matter if I'm a good person because somebody is going to check for me just because I look good. Then we wonder why we end up in these situations where there is no substance. Person can't even hold a conversation with you and stimulate you mentally. Because you bad with your ass. Because you was out here with your ass out, hanging out, having fun. Yeah. And men, though I do appreciate y'all calling it out, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget that you help aid the problem. Every time you stick your diggling in somebody who you attracted to because they look good. Oh, she got a fat ass. I'm just saying about him. And then men be like, I just playing. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if the girl give you something, you're going to take it. And then what you going to do? See, that's the thing about the devil. He going to take it. He going to take you. He's going to turn you out. Then when you get comfortable in being turned out, he's going to shame you. Oh, you're a whore. You're this. You easy. You think you on fleek. You easy. When the whole time this man been complimenting you on how sexy you are, on how fat your booty is, on how good he bet your coochie is, all of this stuff that he's saying to you that's hyping you up. He hyping you up. Then as soon as you get that booty up, now you're a hoe. Now he going around and telling his partners how you put your mouth on him and did this to him and did that to him and you did that to him. And if you're not careful, girl, he got a video of you somewhere. And he's showing people what you done did to him somewhere. And then, yeah, a man will do all of that with a woman and then get to the end of the road and say, oh, there's no women out here. There's nothing to make a wife out here. Yeah, because you done spent so much time turning these women into hoes. Y'all play a part in it. We play a part in it as women and conforming to that pressure and that demand of giving it up in order to have a man. But y'all also contribute to it and making a woman feel like that's all she got going for her is her coochie. Because that's how you talk about. You don't come in and ask a woman about her mind. You come in and you ask a woman about her coochie. You don't come in and ask a woman about her goals, her aspirations, her relationship with the Most High. Niggas don't even want to talk about it. Huh? They don't want to talk about God. Oh, yeah, I believe. He just tell you that so that you don't write him off. This nigga ain't no believer. This nigga don't read no Bible. This nigga ain't going up. Man, come on. Then I'm speaking on this so much too because it be the ones that feel like they good girls. You know what I'm saying? Be the good girls that get turned out because you and being a good girl, you feel like you losing. You're not losing, sis. You're not losing, sis. Whoever is out there and you feel like you losing because you're choosing to try to be more conservative. Because you're trying to present yourself as a lady. Because you don't want to be out here just giving up your coochie just to have. Baby, you're not losing. You're not losing nothing but dead weight and things that you don't need to have. Period. You are not losing. A man that wants you for you will come to you wanting to know you. Not your body. Not asking you to do things that make you feel slutty. A man that wants you for you, a man that's looking for a wife, he's not going to even come at you like that. That's why it's important. And I thank the Father for the desire that he's placed in me for not just a man, but for a righteous man, a man of the kingdom. Like a man after the Father's own heart. Like a man that seeks. Me and my auntie was just talking about it last night. A man who don't seek the Most High don't have nothing guiding him but himself. His lust, his desires. So if what he wants is a good time, that's all he's looking for. That's all he's going to condense you down to. He don't care about what all you can offer him. Okay, yeah, that's great, but what them mouth do? What them cheeks clapping for? Like, that's what they want to know. And the minute that you feed into that, it's almost like you're stuck in that place with that man. Because unfortunately, a lot of times, men don't never see you past what they caught you as. So if you present it to them as a whore or as a slut, that's what they're going to continue to treat you like. No matter how much you try to grow and be like, I'm a different person. I'm not with that. They don't keep testing you because your mouth saying one thing, but what is your actions going to do? Like, and the way that you present yourself kind of shows what you're willing to do. A man know that a woman that's walking around here fully clothed and covered, and she got that anointing sitting on her, and she command that authority that come with the Holy Spirit when she walk in a room. He know he can't. He might test it and see, but if he know he can't, he gonna leave that alone. He gonna go find him something else to conquer. And if you are one of those ones, woman of God, woman of the Most High, please stand firm in your faith. Because just like I was telling my auntie yesterday, when a man see a woman like that, a woman that's trying to live right for the Most High, I was just watching a TikTok story about it. Ooh, to take you down. To take you down, to make you leave your holy ways for a sinful nature. For him, ooh, them demons they turned up. But they happy. They done sucked all your anointing off you. Now you out here. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it, sis. Ain't no man worth it, sis. Ain't no temporary pleasure worth it, sis. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Know that you are more than your physical. Your physical is not what's going to rear them children. Your physical is not what's going to support that man. Your physical, man, love yourself. That's all I can say. Girls, young girls, please love yourself. Don't feel like you have to do what you see being done in the media, in the masses. Just love yourself. Love yourself and love yourself for real. Don't try to use outwardly accomplishments or outwardly appearances, bro, to present as being something. Use something because what's inside you. Period. Who cares what's on the outside of you? It ain't about what's on the outside of you. It's about what's on inside of you. Protect your heart. Everything you do flow from it. Stop trading your heart for physical attention because it feels good in that moment. Then man, he get on top of you, he get behind you, whatever. He take you to ecstasy, you feel so good, you floating on cloud nine. Until you're not. Until you're looking for more than that physical. and you can't get it. Now you out here using your physical to try to rope something else in that's only gonna want you physically. Respect yourself. Got these men out here talking about how bad we out here. Man, it really, I appreciate them saying it because, like I said, a lot of women think that other women trying to hate on them. Girl, ain't nobody trying to hate on you. Person really be trying to love on you. Person that'll tell you the truth, tell you something that you don't want to hear, but it's the truth. They really trying to love on you. They're trying to get you to love yourself because they see it. And most of the time, it's from experience. It's from experience. And look, the Most High will teach you. Because everything that I'm saying to y'all, well, my mama didn't teach it to me. I didn't grow up knowing it. 32 years old. Just started learning this a couple of years ago. So look how long I went. Got no room to judge you. Anytime I speak on anything, it's not from a place of judgment. It's from a place of I've been there, and why would I want to see you go through that? Why would I want to see you go through that? I used to wonder. Why? Why do I? Because once I started dealing with men, once I prayed about the desire for a man and all of that, and I started dealing with men, it was like men loved to talk with me. Like they would talk to their partner. You know what I'm saying? They love to talk to me and they love to freak on me. But it was never more than that. And then in talking with me, they would always tell me stuff like, Mo, you're really a good woman. Like, I'm surprised you ain't in a relationship and blah, 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 and da-da-da-da-da, and blah, 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 blah. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if I'm such a good woman, why you don't want to be with me? Why can't our relationship go further than just, what we're doing if I'm such a good, And it was because of what I presented with. Like, you cool and all, but this started because you was willing to get that coochie up. And that's what I want. You a good woman. You gonna make some men happy. But all I wanted was some coochie. But, you showed me who you are. And you cool people. Like, you real cool. You a dope person. But I don't want that. Like, I just want... So, what I realized is that, okay, let me stop being so... So, when a man approach me now, first thing I tell him is, I don't be having no sex. I don't be having no sex. I'm celibate. I'm abstinent. I don't be having no sex. Because that right there, that first sentence right there, will show you what you need to know about a man. I don't be having no sex. If a man say that he respect that, and then turn around and start talking to you about sex, he don't respect you. Nor do he respect what you got going on. Dismiss him. Right now, what I'm looking for is a man that has self-control and a man that appreciates modesty. Because until men start appreciating modesty, we're going to keep having hoes. Because sex sells and women know it. And everybody want to get paid. Sex sells, women know it. And everybody want to get paid. So, until a modest woman becomes something that is presented as desirable. But look, here's the thing. And I'm finna go for real. Here's the thing. You gotta want to be modest. And you gotta want to be modest for the right reasons. Present yourself pleasing unto the Most High first. Because if men, I'm gonna tell y'all what would happen. If men decided, right, we don't want hoes no more. We don't want women just giving it up and giving it out, right? We want modest women. If men decide that, you know what these women gonna start doing? They gonna start pretending to be modest. Example. They say, Cardi B is so respectable. She went overseas to the other country and she dressed modestly because of where she is. Modest women don't listen to Cardi B. And I don't give a dang on what you dress yourself up like. If you a hoe, you a hoe. Until you change from the inside. So what you'll have is women dressing up as if they're modest. And they really ain't. Modesty is a lifestyle. It's an internal thing. It's all about what's going on the inside of you that makes you want to protect and cover your outside. Once you really learn how precious and how valuable what is inside of you, how valuable it really is, you'll want to cover it. You'll want to protect it. You'll want to keep it from out of everybody's view and anybody feeling like they can reach it, like they can touch it. No, can't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't breathe on me. Don't even look at me too hard. No. Because until a person show you that they can value you, don't touch me. Don't think that I'm touchable. You got to get like that about yourself. And not from a place of arrogance, but from a place of, good and dang on well, the Most High didn't create you to be out here showing everything you got to people for free. He ain't make you for you to be showing everything you got to people for a price. So it ain't okay to sell it too, okay? Like, that's not what he created you for. What's special about you, what makes you a woman, what makes you a value is not your ass cheeks, bro. Respect yourself. Respect yourself and also respect the people around you. But I say respect yourself first because guess what? You don't respect yourself, you can't respect the people around you, and that's real. You can't. You don't feel like you need to. You doing you. You don't care what nobody else think, how nobody else feel. So respect yourself first. Learn what's valuable about you. Cover it and protect it. Protect your heart because everything you do flow from it. Don't replace your heart with your coochie. Don't replace your heart with your coochie. I don't care what you say. You get your coochie out consistently to a person, you will catch feelings. I don't care what you say. You might mentally understand that y'all just messing around, but I promise you, you will get in your feelings because you're giving something that's sacred, and the feelings that comes with it don't just turn off because you're doing it improperly. Put some damn clothes on, okay? Next time you go outside, put some clothes on. Cover yourself up, okay? The kids don't need to see all that when they go outside. And the kids, they need to be outside. I don't even be letting my son go outside. It be too much going on out there. It's gonna be summertime. So we know that people being naked and stuff like that is gonna be at an all-time high because it's gonna be summertime. Lust is gonna be even thicker in the earth than it already is. They just warming it up at the rodeo right now. The lust, they warming it up. Think you seeing something now, just wait till summer hit and Heifers is outside. You go in Family Dollar and Heifers is outside with half their booty showing. I see it even, I work at a college and them girls be walking around and I'm like, I know she feel her booty cheeks out. I know you feel that wind on your ass cheeks, bro. I know you do. And you don't care because you think it's sexy, you think it's cute, you think you're fine. Hey, fine you may be, bro. Why do everybody need to know? Ain't nothing sacred, ain't nothing precious, ain't nothing valuable no more. If it was valuable, you wouldn't, the way we are protective over like our kids and our possessions and we don't want nobody to see it because we don't want nobody messing with it. That's all you should be about your body. I don't want nobody saying my body. I don't want nobody looking at me. Man, that's why, the more I get into the journey, the more I respect those women. Say, there's some women out here now. I'm not going to get all into their beliefs. I'm just going to get into what I see from the outside. That lets me know that the dedication be real. The dedication be so real because I be seeing women They be covered from head to toe. They be wearing them full wraps, y'all. Them full wraps, they cover their head. They cover the majority of their face. You know what I'm saying? Everything but like their nose, their lips sometimes. And then they be fully covered from the bottom, from the top to the bottom. And sometimes they even be having on like pants and tights up under there to make sure that they're fully covered in the summer. And I live in Texas. I live in Texas. It's hot! Fully covered every time they go outside. I say, man, that's dedication. That's dedication, because no matter how hot it is, no matter what's going on, they refuse to uncover themselves in public. They refuse. They refuse. And that to me, like, man, that's dedication. I've been going back and forth with the Father myself, like, okay, Abba, let's have a talk, because summer is coming. And you know, you bringing me to a different place. So, like, how I'm supposed to dress? Same way I asked him about what to do with my hair, I had to ask him how I'm supposed to dress. And he's still uploading me on that. I know I can't dress like I used to dress. I know I can't be walking around with, even with the exercise clothes. I've been noticing that women be having on exercise pants, tights, or whatever, looking like they going to the gym or like they work out or whatever, and that whole coochie print be in the tights. You can see the whole coochie print. Why do anybody need to see your whole coochie print? And sometimes it be so bad that you can see the crack in between. Why? Like, for real, why? Ask yourself. If you're one of them women that do that, ask yourself, why you doing it? Why you out here with your whole coochie print showing? What is it that you're trying to show somebody? How fat your coochie is? Why is that somebody's business? How fat your coochie is? Like, even if you do got a big old booty, why is it everybody's business to see every single dimple, cellulite, every piece of... Why do everybody need to see your booty cheeks? Why do everybody need to see your coochie print? I'm just asking. And don't say it's for the haters, so your haters can see how fat your coochie is and how big your booty is, because I don't think that's it. I don't think it's for the haters. Maybe, do you hate you? Do you hate you? Reason why you feel like you gotta show everybody your coochie print so that they look at your... It's so bad. I even noticed it with myself. It's so bad that something will scroll up. You can't blame these men, low-key. Because you scroll up and all you see is a woman. Basically, I mean, she got on clothes, but she might as well be naked. So this woman, whatever she doing from her up, you don't know. You don't know. Dang, like I see how the men be falling into it. You don't know what this woman's face look like or nothing, because as soon as she come up on the screen with her coochie, you can see every up. All you... Is that a coochie? Like, you can't help but see that. You can't help, but it almost like commands your attention. Even a child. Then people said they was having the kids was asking like, Mom, Dad, why's that lady got her butt out? How you explain to your kids? Well, like, why are you doing it? Wow. Just questions. Just questions, because, you know, maybe it's because Glorilla says she outside showing her moose knuckle. I don't know. Maybe they made other women feel like they need to come outside and show their moose knuckle. I don't know. Like, do you think that's class? Just ask yourself. Because, like, how many times I said I'm finna go? I gotta say it at least like 6 times before I actually leave. Like, you gotta be careful with what you presenting. Like, cause even, you people shouldn't be able to see your coochie through your clothes. Like, that's just, I don't know, that's too far. Even when I was out there like that, baby, no. I ain't supposed to just be going around just showing people my kitty cat like that. My word. Like, dang, you got your whole coochie out. Is that classy? Is that wife behavior? Is that a woman that's saying she wants to be kept? Is that the behavior of a kept woman? Like, one thing that my relationship with the Most High has begun to teach me is whatever it is that you aspire to be in Messiah, you want to be a wife. You want to, steward your home well. You want to be a successful businesswoman. You want to, whatever you want to do, but through him, you realize that you need him. So you know that whatever you're doing has to move in a way that is pleasing unto him. So it's like when you realize that you're doing things that aren't pleasing, do you change them? Do you fix them? At what point do you sit back? And it's because a lot of us don't have real relationships with the Most High, so we don't have that guidance. But when you sit back and you think about, okay, I want to be a wife, so move like you're a wife already. If you desire to be a wife, you should move like a wife already. And if you're moving like a wife already, would you be the kind of wife that showcases everything that you have physically that really belongs to your husband? Would you showcase it outside every chance that you get? Would you go outside with your man's booty cheeks and his breasts and his cause this his body. This basically, you know what I'm saying? You done became one with this man and your body is for him to, you know what I'm saying? So would you go and put his stuff on display as if it is for sale? And you're a wife? Would you do that? Because what happens is people don't deal with who they are before they get to what they're trying to get to. They so busy trying to force what they want to have, but you're not even prepared or in position to be what you asking for. So what happens is you bring a whore into trying to be a wife, and then now she's a wife, but she's still a hoe. You got a husband, but he's still sticking his ding-a-ling in other places because he's still a lustful man. He never dealt with the lust. He never decided, let me move like I'm a husband already before he becomes a husband. She never decided, let me move like a wife already before she goes out and she becomes somebody's wife. So of course, no wonder everybody is cheating. Oh, don't nobody respect marriage because you didn't respect yourself before you got into marriage. And then all of a sudden the marriage is supposed to fix the issues that you never took the time out to address internally before you even got married? Come on, man. Then we be wondering, and then we talk so much, we speak so much negativity about love, about marriage, about commitment, about union. But that's because we're not doing no self-work. You're not doing no self-work. And then you expect for everything to just go your way how you expect. You don't got to do nothing. All you got to do is what you want to do. And the situation is supposed to be about more than you. Come on, man. Nah, that's not how that goes. That's not how that's supposed to work, y'all. Like, that's not how that's supposed to work at all. And we have to do better with facing the people in the mirror. Okay, it's really not about how Billy Bob treating you or how Susie Q did you. It's about what was going on with you when you met Billy Bob and Susie Q. Like, what was going on with you? Because what's going on with you is what you attract. And a person can't come from experience. A person cannot come and run rampage in your life unless you allow them to, unless you come into agreement with it. And you agree when you don't have enough inside of you to stand for something. You stand for something or you gonna fall for anything. And that's the realest thing that I done ever heard. Like, you stand for something or you gonna fall for anything. And baby, that fall, ooh, it hurt. God dog, it hurt. It hurt. Ask yourself, If you really do want that, and look, y'all, I'm not perfect. I struggle. I had to cut off somebody from my past here recently. We have been going back and forth for years. Years. But I noticed that there was no growth. Growth with Mo. Not getting no growth. Something's wrong here. So I'm like, bruh, what we doing? Because right now, you're taking up unnecessary space in my life. Right now, I cannot fully be in position for what it is that I'm saying that I want because I'm still entertaining you. And why am I entertaining you? Because of the history that we have. Okay, but when I look at the history that we have, where's the growth? Like if we were looking at this, sometimes I like to look at relationships like business. Like if we was looking at this on paper and we looked at a chart, where's the growth? There's no. It's at a standstill. Sometimes it's at a decline. There is no growth. There's no increase. This is kind of looking a little pointless. This is kind of sounding a little like stupid to continue to participate in. Like, huh? And he ain't really had no real words for that. Well, I just, no, I don't know why I'm asking. But, I ain't really. Oh, okay. So, forgive me, because I understand this is going to come to a shock for you because, I used to be completely opposite from how I am now. But, like, here's the thing. If you are not ready to be in no form of commitment, you should be talking to me about my coach. Because guess what? It comes with the commitment. No commitment, no coaching. Period. Like, no. You cannot give things for free and then try to make a person pay on the back end. They've already got that's why so many people are in default right now. You already gave me the money and you want me to pay it back? Huh? How many of us have went to the payday loan place, or we done took out a loan, or we done took out a credit card, and we knew we didn't have no intent on paying that money back? I'll make a few payments so I can keep using it. But then eventually, I don't got no intent of really paying that money back. That's how people do you with you. You be giving yourself up because you expecting this person to turn around and give you something in return. They give you a little bit to keep the situation going to where you can continue to go ahead and give out to them on loan because they do not own it because y'all are not... So you're giving it to them on loan, and they want to continue to get it, so they make a few payments here and there. They drop in, give a little time here and there. They drop in and give you a little assurance here and there. And then they go on about their business. They never had any intent on paying in full. You know what people who like to pay in full do? They pay in cash at the front. They don't like to pay on the back end. They like to go ahead and pay up front. Let me go ahead and have ownership now. Like, let me go ahead and show that I'm committed and I'm in it to win it now. Like, better think about it. Think about it. And then start shouting. Or whatever Yolanda Adams had done said. Because, baby, I had to think about it. And I was like, boy, I'm not finna keep going back and forth with you, letting you take up space in my life, and it's not even looking nothing like what I'm looking for. No, that's stupid. That's crazy. That's ludicrous. That's idiotic on my part. And the thing is that a person will play pretend with you as long as, if you the one with the standards and the morals, if you the one that feel like, I'm not going to keep accepting this, I'm not going to keep doing this, I want something different, you have to be the one to stand on it. You can't say it and then expect, I don't know why I used to think that if I said something, people was just going to automatically fall in line with what I was saying. No, baby, you got to walk it. You got to walk it like you talk it, and you got to mean what you say, so much so that you're willing to be alone if that's what it takes. You're willing to cut off your favorite piece of game if that's what it takes, because they're not willing to give you or do for you what you feel like you need done. So the thing is like, anytime you come into an agreement with something, it's supposed to be some terms and some conditions, right? If I get this to you, you have to get this to me. If I perform this service for you, this is what I'm expecting in payment. Usually it's some type of, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm not getting nothing out of it, if I'm not getting any of my demands in the situation met, why should I meet yours? Why should I give you my body and you won't give me nothing that I want? I'm sorry. And then men will go as far as to say, well, it's gonna feel good for the both of us, is it? Because sometimes they don't even be, because they be so woe out. Don't get me started on that conversation. That's a whole different conversation for a whole nother different day. You can't even perform the way that you feel like you supposed to perform. You think you doing something. You ain't even doing nothing because you woe out. They always talk about a woman being woe out, but they be woe out. Everybody be woe out because everybody be goofing for no reason. Like for no reason. You meet a person on the internet, y'all get the kiki kaka, and now y'all goofing. Huh? You meet a person at the grocery store and they say something to you that make you laugh, and now next thing you know, y'all goosing. You meet somebody in the club, they tell you you look good, y'all start rubbing up against each other, and now y'all goosing. Come on, man. Then we be expecting these same people that we gave ourselves up to so easily to respect us. Come on, man. Ain't nobody finna respect something they ain't have to pay the price for it. Y'all know that. That's like anything. That's why people be like, if you buy your kids, like your teenager, you buy your teenager a car, get them a hoopty first, because they're not going to appreciate something that they didn't have to work for. Most people don't. They ain't have to put no work in. Why would I respect you? I ain't have to do nothing to get you. Why I respect you? Come on, man. And you be thinking somebody just supposed to respect you because it's a common decency human thing to do. Please. Please. Ain't nothing common or decent about meeting a stranger and giving them something sacred. So where do you expect the common decency to come in? The things that we do express the things that we will tolerate and that we will allow. And men have been partaking in the benefits of women without making them wives. That's why they're having a hard time finding wives. And women have been allowing men to partake in the benefits of what they are supposed to keep for their husbands. And that's why sometimes once they do get husbands, they ain't got nothing to get a man. They don't even respect the man. Do all that fighting to get a husband and then don't even respect the man as your husband because of all you had to go through. We take ourselves through so many changes so that when we finally get to it, we don't even have the right heart posture. Father, help your children. We don't even have the right heart posture for the situation. And my heart be breaking. My heart be breaking for people because we refuse to see our part in a lot of the situations that we be dealing with. It's like now you're tainted. Now your perception of love, of relationships is tainted because you didn't see your part in how you kind of brought that into your life with what you came into agreement with and accepted. I love y'all for free. I love y'all for real. I talk from experience, not my booty hole. I will never get up here and talk about a struggle that I don't have personal experience with. I feel like experience is one of the best teachers outside of the Holy Spirit. Because the Holy Spirit gonna put you on game, period. But experience will also teach you things. And it helps you to recognize patterns. And I know that people don't like to take the time, but y'all take the time to get an understanding. Take the time to ask questions. Take the time to ask yourself why you dressing, how you dressing. Take the time to ask yourself why you accepting what you accepting. Take the time to ask yourself why you doing what you doing. What's the purpose behind it? Is there real purpose behind it? Do you even have real intent? Or are you just doing something just to be doing it? And I'm going to say this, and I promise I'm finna go because I'm finna piss y'all off. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all will get past it. But I'm going to say it anyway because it's the truth. Most of us, I know me, myself, I am 32. We grown. Stop playing out here. It's not a game. You are too grown to be saying, oh, I was just having fun. We was just having fun. You grown. You grown. You grown. And I'm not saying that you can't enjoy life. What I'm saying is you too grown to be doing stuff that you know yields real consequences. Most of us have had children. Most of us have been through toxic relationships. Most of us have gone through all of that already. So you too grown to be out here just having fun and playing. We was just playing. We was just having fun. Nah, we too grown. Paying bills ain't fun. Stability, creating stable households is not always fun, but it's rewarding. Doing the work is not fun, but it's rewarding. So at the end of the day, do the damn work. Just do the work. Because until we are willing to do the work, we're going to keep getting these superficial results, and then we're going to continue to taint the perception of what things really are. Now marriage got to be a joke. Now women got to be a joke. Now, you know what I'm saying? Because we're continuing to go with the false narrative. A woman that dresses in a way where she's exposing herself is not attractive. It wasn't attractive when I was doing it. It's not attractive when nobody else do it. I don't care who it is. I don't care how fine they are. A woman showing the world things that should only be shown to her husband is not okay. That's a false narrative. So, like, get out the illusion. Come out the illusion and step into the real deal. Because what we live in is real life, and it's easy. I promise you, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. I seen this one girl. She was talking about it, and she was like, and before somebody come for me, because I got on my shorts, because she was saying she wouldn't wear no shorts up her booty to the rodeo. But then she was in the house talking about it with shorts up her booty. And she was like, before somebody come for me, I'm at home. I'm at home. You're still on the internet, girl, where everybody can see what you got going on, so you're no different. You just do it to where people can see it, but you're hiding behind closed doors. But the doors ain't closed if you letting the world in to the conversation. So it's the same. 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 And ask yourself why. Ask yourself what it do for you. Ask yourself what it's really masking. Same way I had to do with my hair. And it took me a minute. Like, it's going to take you a minute to find your groove, and that's okay. It might take you some years. I started wearing my hair like almost 2 years ago. And then the way I was wearing it didn't work out for me. I went back to putting extensions in it, but not in the way that I did before. Like, I got away from the bundles and the wigs and stuff like that. And I started just doing like the braids, and stuff like that. But even with that, I had to ask myself, why are you spending time adding something to you instead of just taking care of what you have? And it was because it was harder to do. That's just what it all boiled down to. And if we be real with ourselves, that's the bulk of majority of the reasons why we tend to not do what we need to do, is because it's harder to do. Having discipline is harder than not having discipline. It's harder than not caving in. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to not cave in than it is to cave in. It's easy to fold. It's easy to fold, and it's easy to make an excuse for why you folding. It's easy to try to make a person respect that you fold. Because really that's what it boils down to. People be wanting respect for doing the wrong thing. People be wanting respect for living, in ways that are not respectful, but they want respect. And they feel like they're supposed to get it automatic. Nah, baby. Respect is earned. It truly is earned, and it starts with self-respect. Respect you first. Because when you respect you first, you really ain't going to play with somebody disrespecting you. Nah, baby. I had to fight too hard for this respect. Huh! I had to go through too many trials for this respect. Nah, boo. Can't let you just come in my life and disrespect me. I can't let stuff slide. Stuff that you used to let slide, you won't let slide no more. Things that you used to... I'm telling y'all, it takes the Most High. It takes Messiah. It takes Messiah to even see something wrong with it. When I was out here half naked, shaking my booty all in the club everywhere and stuff, throwing my booty around, my booty cheeks showing, because I used to show my booty cheeks when I would go out. I remember I had this one outfit, it was a little rumper, and it had like this little see-through skirt that was kind of connected to it or whatever, but the skirt was just to cover up the fact that the rumper had the cheeks out, but it was sheer, so the minute you can see, but yeah. And I definitely did that because I wanted somebody to see them cheeks clapping in the club. It showed one because I felt like I was classy, because I was dressed classy, because I was, the hell no. It was because I wanted the attention of having my booty cheeks out. Because people used to tell me, the booties matter. You got a little something back there. Yeah, I know. So I say everything I say from experience, bro. I don't gotta sit up and try to judge somebody from a place that I ain't been. I'm only talk to you from somewhere that I done been because I don't want you to stay there. And that's real. So you take it how you will. I know it be rubbing people wrong. Why you so aggressive? Why you so aggressive? Because people don't like to listen. And I know because I was people. So sometimes you got to get a little aggressive with a person for them to understand where you're coming from. I'm not trying to judge nobody, shame nobody. Try to love yourself for real, man. Respect yourself for real. Do what it takes to get what you really desire for real. If the desire is a husband is going to lead you and his family properly, you need a man that's dedicated to the Most High. If he's not dedicated to the Most High, he's not dedicated to himself, and he won't be dedicated to you. Y'all be mistaking people who are all about self-preservation for people who value themselves and care about themselves. Nah, them just selfish people who need to survive. So they're going to figure out what they got to do to make sure that they survive. But a person that really values themselves is already self-sufficient. But they're not self-sufficient in an arrogant way to where it's going to be like, I don't need you. But at the same time, I don't need you, so I'm not going to take anything from you. When you are desperate for what someone else has, and you want them to give it to you, you will move desperately. When you desire something, but you kind of know exactly what you desire, you don't move desperately. It's like shopping. You have something specific that, let's say you wanted your home. You just got a home and you want something specific. Even if it's not that specific thing, I bet you're going to go for something that meets those standards that you have set in place. Because you don't want anything less than that. That's valuing yourself. Learning what you bring, learning what you desire, and then making sure that you make decisions that line up with what you say you want. Me, personally, if I'm going to have a husband, I want a husband who will respect me, so when I have to respect myself. I want a husband that will communicate with me, so I have to work on my communication to make sure that I'm effective in communicating before I expect him to effectively communicate with me. How can I demand something that I don't provide? How can I demand things that I'm not willing to give? I want him to respect me, but the minute he make me mad, I disrespect him. I want him to communicate with me, but the minute he brings up something that's uncomfortable, I don't want to talk. So it's like you got to deal with yourself. All of that is internal issues. I say all of that to say, women is at the rodeo half naked because there's something going on with them internally. And it's easy for us to hop up on this internet and talk about what they shouldn't be doing and how they should be moving. But how many of us are kind of operating from them same mindsets that the women have? Now, some are bolder than others. Some, it's like, see, this is the thing. It be so much support for the wrong thing because deep down people be at home and they be wanting to do it, but they ain't got the balls to do it. So when they see somebody else doing it, they like, ooh, that's cute. Ooh, girl, if I had the courage, I would do it, but I don't got the courage to do it. So you encourage somebody else doing something that you really ultimately know shouldn't be being done. Your flesh want to do it, but you too, you know what I'm saying, to get out there and do it, but you're going to support somebody else doing it because it feeds something that's going on in you. It validates something going on with you to the point where you like, see, they doing it. That's how this has gotten out of hand. See, they doing it. They wearing it. They doing it. So now you feel like you can do it too. When really you had some hesitation about doing it for a reason. Listen to the hesitation. Listen to that voice that be like, listen to that. Listen to that. There's nothing wrong with heeding to the Holy Spirit, bro. In fact, it's protection. It's protection because a lot of us, myself first and foremost, get ourselves into things because we didn't heed our warnings. I've had plenty of warnings and I didn't heed them. And so like when I cut this person off this last time, I just heeded the warning. I heard you can keep going back and forth with this, but it's already been shown to you what the situation is. And when it comes full circle, like where Father is with me, because I done been around the block a couple of times to know better at this point, he like, all right, don't come to me crying. I'm telling you right now. And I know you hear me and I know you understand. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with yourself. Quit playing with these people that you know don't mean you no good. You know that man don't mean you no good. If he did, it would show. If he did, it would show. If he did, you wouldn't be guessing and wondering. That's one thing too. Like, person that make you guess and wonder, they ain't really for you. But don't let that taint. Like, don't let other people taint who you are. Don't say, well, let me just go out here and, you know, be the best at hoeing since that's all men want is hoes. Like, no, don't do that. Save yourself. Spare yourself. I tell you, as women, we kind of control the standard. If all the women refuse to be, just think about how the world would be if all the women chose to not be sluts. If every woman said, you know what, I'm going to make a man marry me before I give him my body. If every woman did that, if a man couldn't get none except that he had to marry a woman, what y'all think that man would do? If they had no choice, the only way they could get some. Like, let's just take everything else out of let's take all the alternative options out the window. Right? And let's just say that a man could only get that physical, you know, connection if he marries a woman. What y'all think would happen? I think we would see a lot of more people married. And then maybe people would pick and choose who they marry a little bit more carefully. Because, like, what if not only they had to get married to get some, but then, like, what if there's this thing to where you can't get a divorce? Ooh. Because there's some people that'll get married, but they don't be in it for the long haul, for real. They be in it for the title. They be in it for the status. They be in it for the benefits, but they don't be in it for the long haul. So what if everybody had to, like, what if the Most High really, like, enforced his rules and then give people free will like that? Your free will choice is either you get married if you want to have sex, or you stay single, you don't have no sex. And then if you get married, you can't get divorced. Do you think that people would take it more serious? I think so. I think so. Do you think that if women were celebrated for their minds as much as they are for their asses, you think things would change? Think it would be different? I like to say it would. I like to say it would. What's up, baby?
I want a snack from 7-Eleven. I want a
donut. Boy, no. I'm finna go, y'all. My son in here talking about he want a donut. He think he's supposed to get a donut every day. Boy, no, you ain't thinking of doing that. You want some real food? Of course not. So I'm just supposed to let you eat bull crap? That's what I'm supposed to do? Mm-hmm. And he nodded his head. Yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all for free. I love y'all for real. Think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. And ask yourself why. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why am I dressing how I'm dressing? Why am I moving how I'm moving? Why? What's behind it? Because there's something behind everything. I promise you that. I love y'all for free. I love y'all for real. Much shalom to everybody out there. And respect yourselves. Love yourself. If you don't love you, who else will? Except the Most High. And let him show you that you loved so that you stop settling and accepting counterfeit love. Get the real